Hello everyone, Sumit here. Welcome to my channel Indian Foundry Profession. We all are aware that from the past few years, the automobile sector market is drastically slowing down due to a number of reasons. One of the reasons is electric vehicles. Because of this, various manufacturing industries got impacted, mainly foundry industries. So in the current presentation, I am going to discuss about the topic of the impact of electric mobility on foundry industries. So in the overview, I have mentioned about my topics and subtopics of my upcoming slides. So in the first, we will discuss about the introduction. Second, life cycle analysis of internal combustion versus electrification. Third one, the emergence and disruptive potential of electric mobility. Fourth one, the impact of electric mobility on foundries based on automotive industries. Fifth one, lightweight structure is the key technology. Sixth one, the role of simulation. Seventh one, unresolved issues for embracing electric vehicles. In that, we will discuss about the jobs, electric vehicles range, emission and cost of fuel, cost and batteries. And then we will do the conclusion. Introduction. In the year 2000, a leading magazine asked the reader to name a single word that would encompass the development of the previous century. There were a large number of quite potent competitors like computers, phones, and internet. However, the word that won that competition was automobile. Indeed, the automobile is one of the greatest inventions of modern times. The automobile transports people with speed, comfort, safety, and economy. Currently, there are over 1.2 billion vehicles on this planet. This figure is expected to rise to 2 billion by 2035. The runaway success of the automobile is due to impressive performance, travels more than 300 miles without refilling fuel tank and can attain the speed of over 100 miles per hour. The global auto industry is a key sector of the economy for every major country in this world. The industry had a 30% increase in growth over the past decade. Building over 66 million vehicles a year requires the employment of about 9 million people directly in making the vehicle. Each direct automobile job support at least 5 indirect jobs in this community, resulting in more than 50 million jobs. Automobiles are built using goods of many industries, including steel, iron, aluminum, glass, plastics, carpeting, textiles, computer chips, rubber, etc. This level of output is equivalent to global turnover of $2 trillion. In Indian rupees, it is about 2 lakh crores. Figure 1 shows the historical rise of global automotive fleet. In the year 2006, the figure was about 800 millions, but in 2016, it is crossed 1200 millions. After 100 years of internal combustion engine dominance, automakers have clearly signaled they want to transform their manufacturing focus to an electric vehicle platform. The automotive industries are undergoing a technological shift as the combustion engine technology has to be replaced by electric engine technology. This transition will lead to reduction of the parts of the existing automotive. A typical internal combustion engine based automobile has several of thousands of moving parts and its energy delivery efficiency is no more than 13% as shown in figure 2. In contrast, battery engine vehicle is simple in design, moving parts are greatly reduced, therefore it offers higher overall efficiency as shown in figure 3. For decades, Metacaster sold millions of cast components to automobile manufacturers. Internal combustion engine powertrain has about 2000 parts, many of which are cast. The Congressional Research Service confirms electric vehicle powertrain will have about 200 parts. Those parts could be metal, but not all of them. The weight of average IC vehicle is about 4000 pounds, nothing but 1800 kg. 600 pounds means 275 kg of those are casting. What will happen to this process when the massive number of castings are no longer demanded by the market? Will production foundries permanently absorb smaller work contracts as they traditionally belong to job shops? Will there will be less work for all the foundries as market seeks equilibrium? Yes, there will arise many complicated questions. Emission legislation in the automotive industry focuses entirely on tailpipe emission. There is no consideration for the CO2 generated during the production of the vehicle or during the production, delivery, and consumption of fuel. The production of the batteries and production of the electricity touch on the CO2. The only difference is the location at which emissions are released. To ensure that legislators make the best decision for the society, then the full life cycle emission must be considered. Now we will discuss about the life cycle analysis of internal combustion versus electrification. It has recently become common to refer to battery vehicle as zero emission vehicle. However, this refers only to tailpipe emission and exclude the CO2 emitted during the manufacturing of the vehicle, the provision of the fuel, that means electricity, and end of life recycling. Accordingly, promoting battery vehicle as zero emission vehicle risks misleading consumers and legislators alike. The full environmental impact of electric vehicle must include the additional energy needed to manufacturing the batteries and the emission associated with the generation and provision of the electricity used to charge the batteries. In a full life cycle analysis, the material and energy needed to install the charging infrastructure should also be included. For a typical mid-size vehicle, battery production adds 50% to the CO2 footprint associated with the vehicle manufacture and assembly. For a full-size vehicle, the larger battery packs add 60 to 70% to the manufacturing CO2 emission. This naturally means that small cars are better suited to electric powertrain, while for SUVs and pickups. Bigger battery means more precise metal, more electricity in manufacturing, more weight in the vehicle, more cost, and more difficult CO2 payback. Figure 4 shows the typical life cycle analysis for passenger vehicle with gasoline, diesel, hybrid, battery, and fuel cell powertrains. The total CO2 emitted over the 2000 km vehicle life is comprised of the emission incurred during the production of the vehicle, the end of life recycling, the provision of the liquid fuel or the electricity, and the emission during the on the road use phase. While it is obvious that gasoline vehicle has the highest CO2 tailpipe emission, it is equally obvious that battery vehicle has the highest manufacturing emission. Figure 4 also indicate that potential future life cycle emission if the energy supply was CO2 neutral. For example, electricity from windmill and solar panel or liquid fuel from biomass or carbon capture. In this scenario, it is clear that best solution for the society is the internal combustion engine with carbon neutral liquid fuel. The majority of the electric power supply in the main car buying continents like Europe, China, India, and the United States is derived from fossil fuels. The conversion of this fuel to electricity emits the carbon dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, particulates and toxin, lead and mercury. There is an adverse impact of the electrical energy source on the environment. It also affecting the mortality rates, which must be considered. The study estimates that if the 10% of the vehicles might travel in the US in 2020 were driven by the diesel car, 870 deaths are incurred due to air quality. However, if 10% of the vehicles might travel in the US in 2020 were driven by the battery electric vehicle powered by 2020 national grid, 1610 deaths would be incurred due to air quality. This stark exemplifies that the need for the legislator to adopt the holistic approach that considers the life cycle emission and to establish legislation that leads to provide the best overall solution for the society. Life cycle study shows the conversion to electric vehicles will not necessarily result in an improvement of public health. Now we will discuss about our next topic, the emergence and disruptive potential of electric mobility. The emergence of electric vehicle has been recognized as major technological macro trend in the global automotive industry. Virtually all large automotive markets in China, the United States, India, Germany, and Japan are active in developing framework conditions for electric vehicle deployment through supportive policies. These policies are such as sales subsidies, tax exemption, production quotas, favorable license plate registration, and public procurement programs. Global sales for battery electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles have reached 1.98 million in 2018, representing an annual sales growth of 68% as compared to the previous year, according to IEA 2019. Policies of supporting electric vehicle deployment and industry development include the announcement of innovative lighthouse projects, funding for technological research such as electric engine and battery for charging infrastructure, purchase for electric vehicle for government fleets, and subsidies for private vehicle purchase. Besides national governments, automotive companies are key sector in shaping this new market. Newcomers like Tesla is challenging the large traditional automotive brands. Traditional brands outline plans for drastic extension of their electric vehicle portfolios. Volkswagen, for instance, plan to launch 30 new electric vehicles models until 2025. Given the political support of electric mobility and limited global supply of fossil fuels, however, there appears to overall consensus that electric cars will have significant increase in market shares. At the same time, vehicles propelled by combustion engine will gradually decline and eventually be phased out during the coming decades. Scenarios for the market development by 2030 differ quite significantly and depend on the policies, infrastructure development, customer preferences, technological development, and resources availability. As per forecasting, expected that electric vehicles to cover a range between 16 to 42% by 2030. The upcoming electromobility has fundamental implications on those traditionally automotive suppliers are specialized in providing component and system supplier for the combustion engine. This affects companies of the foundries and forging sector and also specialize in system supplier. Now we'll discuss about our next topic, the impact of electric mobility on foundries based on automotive industries. Electrification leads to fundamental change in the powertrain. Entire supply chain for engine manufacturing needs to be revised completely. Combustion engine drives are dominated by manual and automatic transmission with up to 10 gears, and exclusively electric vehicle manages without the complex engines and transmission. While the engines and transmission of conventional car consist of about 1400 parts, an electric motor plus transmission won't have more than about 200. Mr. Vikas Garg, chairman of Indian Institute of Foundrymen, mentioned that about 32% of the casting produced in India are being consumed by the auto sector, and hence the electric mobility should be our major focus in the coming future, as it will be change the dynamics and future of the casting being used in the auto sector. The consequence for the foundries are the eliminating of the combustion engines. That means no cylinder block, no cylinder head, no piston, no exhaust and other manifolds. Steel manufacturers lose forged crankshaft, camshaft and other complicated transmission. But I have to add one more thing is this, the electric vehicles include the forged and molded steel parts and castings as well, so that new opportunities will be created. No battery vehicles moves without the highly complex cast and steel components. On the survey with the few German foundries production forecasting, we get to know that their overall production volume will be decreases in the long term. One industry representative expresses that about 50% of the current production output in the German foundry sector will be affected by the electric mobility. In the short term, production demand from the iron cast product is expected to increase due to high midterm demand in the hybrid vehicles. The German Institute for the Employment Research (IAB) estimates that electric mobility will be eliminate 83,000 jobs in vehicle manufacturing in the Germany by 2035. Small company size at 57% of the foundry components are supplied to the automotive sectors. In the forging industry, this share is even high, this is about 87%. In the table 1, there are detailed survey of the few different foundries of the Germany on the automobile sector base, where C denotes the component supplier and H denotes the system supplier. The details are given about the production portfolio, clients, revenue share affected by the electromobility, intensity of competition in current market, with respect to your component supplier or system supplier. For example, component supplier 1 means C1, their product portfolio is iron cast with and without coating, their clients are automotive OEMs, their revenue share affected by the electromobility is 0% if the product is adapted, their intensity of competition in current market is high and low depending on the product configuration. Similarly, for other component supply and system supply data are given below. Figure 5 indicates that how many change will be occur in the figure of the automotive part and component supplier and OEMs. Mainly you can see change in the orange region of automotive part supplier in conventional combustion engine will change to materials, cell components, electronic and lithium-ion batteries in the electric vehicles. Now we will discuss our next topic, lightweight structure, the key technology. The battery, electric motor, powertrain and power electronics are the crucial component in electric mobility. The Tesla electric limousine with the longest range of 600 km incorporates a battery that weighs 750 kg. Average electric car battery weigh between 200 and 300 kg. Economy lightweight structure are becoming key technology in automotive manufacturing, so that electric mobility reaches the mass market in spite of the weight and expense of the batteries. The electric cars Tesla started initially with a blend of aluminum, titanium and steel, and BMW chose expensive lightweight carbon fiber reinforced plastic for its electric car i3. Lightweight cast components made from the non-ferrous metal, aluminum and to lesser extent magnesium are becoming increasingly important as reviews to steel and aluminum sheet and profile component for chassis and body parts too. Struts and longitudinal bars are to be made from the die-cast aluminum. Economy lightweight structure are dominated by the combination of high-strength steel and selected aluminum components in electric cars. The car supplier Kirchhoff presents a concept for the crash-resistant and economy battery housing with the integrated cooling function made from hybrid steel aluminum structure at the International Motor Show (IAA) in 2017. Professor Christoph Wagner, Vice President Research and Product Development Kirchhoff Automotive, explained that objective was to produce battery housing as light as possible. For corrosion protection reason, a steel underbody must have wall thickness of at least 1.5 mm, which make it comparatively heavy. The lightweight structure produced by the Kirchhoff with a framework of aluminum profile satisfy all these requirements, such as passive safety, flat design, thermal management, electromagnetic compatibility, sealing and corrosion protection. Electric drive system for car requires a large number of new components, not only housing for the batteries, but also all housing for electric motor and power electronics which are designed preferably as casting due to their complexity. Electromobility is creating new market opportunities for foundries. Cast motor parts are high quality key components in both partly electrified and battery electric vehicles. Since 2013, NEMEC has been supplying the die-cast electric motor housing for the BMW models i3 and i8. Casting technology with the mature process and system engineering for the die casting and low pressure casting and such casting process such as lost form, sand and immersion casting is in position to meet extremely varied challenges and take advantages of its strengths. Figure 6 shows the cast aluminum demands over a period of technology changes. We can see from the figure in mid-term its demand is increasing due to hybrid vehicles and then it is decreasing in long term due to electric vehicles. Now we will discuss about our next topic, the role of simulation. I hope you all are aware about the simulation softwares. Simulation is playing an important role in the ongoing improvement of electric vehicle technology, helping engineers discover new ways to boost range. It can provide accurate results to measure the performance at the earliest possible design stage, and you can determine cause and effect because you have a lot more data and insight. The use of an engineering simulation platform is easy to facilitate cooperation across the many engineering disciplines on the design team, resulting into a wide range of performance improvement both for the car and engineering team. The electric vehicle OEMs too have their share demand from simulation companies, for instance, batteries for high vehicle range. Range, cost and weight are three major challenges when it comes to battery technology, and simulation can help address all these three issues. Now we'll discuss about our next topic, unresolved issues for embracing electric vehicles. First one is jobs. Job losses are not only disadvantage to the larger economy, but also disadvantage to those who will lose their jobs. In late November last year, headlines said Audi was about to slash 9,500 jobs in German automotive manufacturing, but will add 2,000 jobs for electric vehicle production. In an interview published earlier in 2019, Morgan Stanley's Adam Jones said there are about 11 million employed in global automotive supply chain and 3 million could lose their job as a result of electrification. These jobs losses will have ripple effect that will mainly include metal casters. High electric vehicle deployment can result in as many as 86,000 new jobs in each year. This includes our followings. Our second unresolved issue is electric vehicle range. A company investing a network of charging stations, electricvehiclego.com has a map on its sites of charging station locations. The convenience of the existing infrastructure to deliver gasoline to thousands of retail locations clearly remains superior. As with many things we think that future holds, we don't know how quickly adequate charging infrastructure will be created across the country or in our local communities. The EVgo.com website has a charge your car in minutes, not hours. Tesla says it will soon charge batteries in 10 to 15 minutes for range up to 350 miles, that means 570 km. The Tesla Model S has a maximum range of approximately 337 miles, means 540 km according to Tesla and Tesla owner. Third unresolved issue is emission and cost of fuel. Figure 7 shows the primary source of electricity generation in several countries. The black color shows the fraction of electricity generated by using coal. Similarly, orange color for natural gas, grey for oil, red for nuclear, and green for renewable energy source. China and India have the highest carbon intensity for electricity generated with coal, 79 and 69% respectively. If in this country the electricity to charge electric vehicle was taken from the grid, it will be catastrophe for climate change as there will be increase in CO2 emission. Figure 8 shows the intensity of electricity generation by region, year and scenario based on the International Energy Agency IEA. In India, the carbon intensity in 2008 was very high, around 1000 grams of CO2 per kilowatt as you can see from figure 8. Therefore, the use of electric vehicles could help to tackle the climate change only if electricity is generated through renewable energy. But there is economic conundrum here. Does anyone really think the cost of electricity will remain static when thousands or even millions more drivers are trying to charge their vehicle quickly? Increased demand means increased price. Renewables have made great strides in recent years, but there is long way to go before we can drop fossil fuels produce electricity. Our next unresolved issue topic is cost and batteries. Electric vehicles are expensive than ICEs, mean internal combustion engine vehicles. The reason is fuel storage. The battery requires lithium, which is rare metal that can only be mined in handful of countries. It is expensive to produce batteries and heavy too. The battery is only one of expensive feature of an electric car. Like other newer technology, battery problem will be attacked, researched and solved in the coming years. As with all problems resulting from technological disruption, there are opportunities too. Standard IC lead-acid batteries pose recycling challenges, but lithium-ion batteries used in the electric vehicles can be recycled into other batteries at the rate as high as 95%. That's a positive thing, since disposing of the batteries is environmentally undesirable. More technologies and new businesses will be developed around the wider use of lithium-ion batteries. Following are the conclusion of this topic. The march of technology and global automotive manufacturing ambitions are propelling the adoption of the new electric vehicle platform. There are problems facing to avoid adoption of electric vehicles. These include charging times, charging location, range, cost per vehicle, battery issues, job disruption for some, and other things. But the advantages of low maintenance and eliminating tailpipe emission and noise reduction, which counter most of its own disadvantages. The problem of diminishing employee pool is not just a problem for Metacaster, but in all manufacturing. Electric vehicle manufacturing will require a smaller workforce than we now have the assembly lines. The Metacaster in the IC supply chain have very little to be concerned about, and that the rise of electric vehicle will not disrupt the Metacaster in the near future as industry continues to consolidate and modernize. However, individual Metacaster decide to see the future because the time for the serious assessment of the impact of electric vehicles has arrived. Thanks a lot for giving your valuable time and watching this video. I hope you understood the presentation. If you have any doubts, please comment. Thanks again and all the best.